As a student, we like to remember things, and therefore the importance to understand the Ebbinghaus Forgetting curve. Herman Ebbinghaus has been looking into how we forget things over time, and he came to this really nice curve. And if you look at the blue line here, this is how much we forget over time, after 20 minutes, 1 day, 7 days, 31 days and more. But you see the decline going quite rapidly. Even after 20 minutes, you almost lose 50% of the knowledge. And after 1 day, you already lost 2/3 of your knowledge. So, but he came to the insight that you could bypass that forgetting by having frequent review cycles. And so here he's suggesting after 20 minutes to have a 10-minute review that would boost it back to the 100%. So, and after 1 day, even a 5-minute review would boost it again back to 100%, and so on and so on and so on. But it's about regular reviewing, and that's a bit the tricky part of it, because we rarely do that as a student. Now, how to maintain this during the academic year? After a lecture, it's good to review your notes at least for 10 minutes, just to upgrade your notes, to correct your notes, to review with your colleagues how this is going. And yes, after a lecture, often there's a social activity, friends talking to you, and you maybe have to go to a different class or a different location. But it's good to review it as soon as possible after the lecture. The same at the end of the day, to avoid this forgetting curve, and to make sure that all the lecture are reviewed at least very briefly by the end of the day. And the same for the weekend, so that in the weekend then you can review the whole week. And yes, that takes time. It takes a little of planning. So therefore, it's always very helpful, beside of the classical planner, to have a so-called professional planner in use. This example here is from a company called Full Focus Planner, where they even have planners dedicated to university students. And that will help you at least to map down what you need to review by when. And that is going to be very helpful when you move forward in keeping that forgetting curve in mind, and so that you can move forward. So yes, it's a bit, let's say, unlucky news actually, that we forget so fast. And yes, by planning accordingly, you can bypass that a little bit. It's recommended to do it frequently for the very simple reason that this big block of batches don't work so well. But if you have this very snap review and on frequent time frames, that will help you forward in your study. So give it a try, have a serious look into it. Let me know in the comments how it's going, what tools you're using for this, and what's missing. Have a good luck with this. Bye-bye.